Ready, man? I can't believe we made it to this point, bro. You know, it's been very, very challenging, bro. A lot has happened, bro, from when we started and now. And man, it's crazy, dog. It's crazy. Hello, world. I'm your host, James Jacobs. This moment right here, man, it means a lot to me, man, because we sacrifice a lot of our time to create this, and it's not been easy, man. This is my first time doing something like this, so it's not easy. But to get in front of a camera, you have to be willing to be vulnerable, and I'm just glad that we're here now, man. And we sacrifice a lot of our time to do this, but it's all worth it at the end of the day. And I came up with this concept because I was told in the past that, I'm good at motivating people, because every time I have conversations with people who I don't know, strangers, people in my family, friends, co-workers, I'm good at giving hope, and I'm good at motivating them to keep fighting. Because we all in our lifetime come across a situation where we feel like we can't overcome, but we can overcome. If you have breath and air in your body, man, you are able and you are capable to overcome anything you come across, any difficult challenges in your life. You're good. We have to overcome, man, and we have to keep fighting. And that's what I'm good at, man. I'm not good at giving up. I'm not good at, believing in my doubters. I'm good at overcoming a lot of situations, and I may not have all the answers, but I have a lot of solutions. And before we dive in, I want you guys to know more about me, to get you guys understanding in the field of where I come from, and why I think how I think. So pretty much, I was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota, August 21st, 1994. I was raised by a single mother. She raised me and my older brother. And it's always been us three, the three musketeers. And my mom, she sacrificed a lot for me and my brother. She dedicated all of her time to me and my brother. And she really believed in the concept of being a full-time parent. She never took no breaks. She could have, my mom could have easily just gave herself for adoption, but she never did. Because times was hard, man. Like, being a single parent of two boys, raising two boys by yourself, just raising kids by yourself in general is just not an easy thing to do. But she did it. And still to this day, man, I don't see, I really be asking her sometimes, like, how do you do it, man? Because it's not easy, man. It's not easy, but she did it. And she gave us food, shelter, toys, video games. She gave us the world. And that's what a mother's supposed to do. A mother's supposed to, help provide love, caring. And that's what she did. She really gave us everything in the world. She was very involved in our everyday life. She was involved with our schooling. Each and every one of our teachers had my mom's personal number, work email, work number. Like, she was very in tune of what me and my brother had going on. Like, we couldn't hide nothing from my mom. She knew when we were lying. She knew when we were telling the truth. Like, she just know us. And I thank her. I thank her every day of my life, man, because honestly, I would not know where I'd be if my mom was not involved in my life.
There go my babies off to college. Hi there. Hi there. Hi there. Get away from my camera, man. Hey, you.
Is there much of a line out there, Mrs. Uber?
Hey, sexy.
Yeah, what's wrong?
What are you doing here?
Growing up, all we had was family. Every time we get together with our uncles, cousins, nieces and nephews, we always had to get together at my mama's house every single Friday. All we had was family, man. Like, family is very important to her.
Hi there, Beverly, Mildred. My friends. And
You still was gonna say hi to everybody.
Hey.
Yeah. Running on the low, wheels spinning, I done circle back, tire on the flat, tryna run from my problems, now save me. Talking about running all my problems down, save me. Running on the low, wheels spinning, I done
growing up in the city, growing up in Minneapolis, it was fun. Like we came from an era where if you first moving on the block, everybody come out and show love and give gifts and food and to welcome you into the neighborhood. But nowadays, man, it's none of that, man. It's pretty rare that happens where I come from. And where I was raised at, I was raised on the north side. Man. I went to, my daycare was the Crush. I went to Harvest Prep, Seed Academy. I went to Bryn Mawr Elementary School. I went to Lucy Laney. Even during the summer, I went to Freedom School. And I was, man, I'm a Minneapolis North Side baby, man, to the fullest. But yeah, growing up, man, it was more family orientated. If you first moving on the block, everybody come out and welcome you to the neighborhood and show love. But nowadays, man, it's none of that, man. Nowadays, neighbors don't even speak to each other, man, because there's so much going on in the city, man. There's so much drama going on in the city. Over the last few years, man, Minneapolis, man, has went through a change.
Developing tonight back home, 8 people injured after a shooting in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis police chief says in total, 41 shell casings were found at the scene, and they also believe an assault rifle was used. Minneapolis police say these photos showing teens hanging out of a stolen key on Monday are part of a larger public safety crisis.
Federal and local investigators this afternoon highlighting a year's worth of action against gangs. Today, officials announced federal indictments against 45 Minneapolis gang members.
We're waking up this morning to devastation in Minneapolis. Peaceful protests transitioning into violence and looting. One man is dead and another is in custody after a shooting near the demonstrations. Some buildings up in flames, others seriously damaged.
We have very sad news to report. The little girl shot Monday night in North Minneapolis has died. Anaya Allen was only 6 years old. She was shot in the head while sitting in a vehicle.
They just keep shot 2 other babies out here, and they're constantly killing our babies. That's not right.
Speak up. Call us. Let us know what's going on, man. Like I just said. People talking about, oh, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It could be yours next. Ain't no way I would have thought that I would be here right now.
The sound of gunfire continues to plague Minneapolis's North Side community. Many who live there tell us that they hear gunshots day and night. Just today, shots were fired near an elementary school. As Reg Chapman shares, it is a problem that has an entire community on edge and calling for change.
Unfortunately, man, a lot of people have lost their life in the city. A lot of innocent people, a lot of kids, they really lost their life due to senseless violence. And it needs to stop, man. And I just feel bad. I just feel bad for the kids, man. I have to hear gunshots every single day. But that's the reality of growing up in the hood, man. Like, people like to promote that, like, it's cool. Like, it's not cool to lose your life over things that can be talked about, simple things, Growing up in the city, man, it's a lot of opportunity, but it's a lot of temptations, though. If you're not doing something constructive, you bound to get in trouble. You bound to get in trouble. And it's all about personal choices, man. But this is home sweet home. Home sweet home. It's a city of opportunity, but if your head not on straight, it's gonna get knocked off, man. You gotta be focused out here, man. You gotta be 10 tones down and just be you. Even with my family included, man, like I lost 2 relatives to gun violence. I lost my Uncle Gary and my cousin Mez due to gun violence, man. And like, once it's done, it's done. Like, it's permanent. Ain't no going back to that. Ain't no, like a game, we can start all over and everybody's alive. No, like, once you make a permanent decision over a temporary dispute, man, it's over with.